80,000 stars. For a Claude code skill whose entire job is making the AI talk like a caveman. Why use many token when few token do trick? That is the actual tagline. More stars than most funded startups will ever see for a rock emoji and broken grammar. The pitch is a 65% smaller token bill. I run a relay. I pipeline off this desk, so I did the boring part nobody making shorts about it did. I installed it, and I counted. Here is the promise, straight off the repo. On their headline example, normal Claude spends 69 tokens explaining a React bug. Caveman Claude says the same fix in 19. Same answer, roughly a quarter of the words. Scale that across their 10-prompt benchmark and they report a 65% average cut range, 22% on a bad day, 87 on a good one. A viral repo bragging about a big round number is usually where I start rolling my eyes. But then I read how they measured it, and that is where this got interesting. Most tools quote the number that flatters them. So I opened their eval folder. They ship a 3-arm harness. Arm 1 is normal, chatty Claude. Arm 2 is Claude told to, quote, answer concisely. Arm 3 is the caveman skill. And here's the part I did not expect. They score the skill against the answer, concisely version, not the chatty default. In plain terms, they compare their thing to a baseline that is already trying to be short. That is the harder comparison, and they picked it on purpose. The catch, they print themselves, this only touches output tokens. The model's thinking is untouched. Their words, caveman make mouth smaller, not brain. For a repo with 80,000 stars, admitting your headline is measured the unflattering way is rare. I respect it. Their numbers are their numbers. I wanted mine. So I grabbed 6 real coding questions, the kind I actually asked this thing all day. Every 3 times. Once normal. Once told to answer concisely. Once with caveman loaded. Real output token counts, straight from the ain't nothing guessed. Here is what this machine got. Against the chatty default, caveman cut output 39% on average. Against the answer, concisely baseline, the honest comparison, it still saved 26. The spread was wide, one prompt basically tied, another cut 74%. Not the 65 from their headline, nowhere near their best case. But a real cut on almost every answer for a one-line install is a lever I will take. And the terse answers, genuinely nicer to read. The repo also drops a science flex. It points to a research paper from March 2026. The claim is bigger than money. Being terse supposedly makes the model more accurate by 26 points. So I pulled the paper up. It is real. That number is real, right there in the abstract. But read the next line. Those 26 points are on math and science reasoning benchmarks, where forcing a model to stop over-explaining stops it talking itself into a wrong answer. That is a different animal from trimming a chatty code review. So the citation is directionally fair and a little oversold. A shorter answer helping a math proof does not prove it, fixes your pull request. If you want AI claims actually tested instead of hyped, subscribe. That is the whole channel here. One more thing made this personal. The same repo ships an installer flag for OpenClaw, a self-hosted agent gateway, and OpenClaw is something my own pipeline actually runs. So I pointed the documented flag at a throwaway workspace to watch what it does. It drops one skill file, then it fences a tiny block into the gateway's soul file between a begin and an end marker. So the caveman rule loads on every single turn without you retyping it. Uninstall rips the exact block back out and leaves everything else alone. I checked. If you already run a self-hosted agent, that is a real 5-minute ad. So, final verdict. The core number holds up. Used the way it is meant to be used, it cuts real output. I could not reproduce their best case, 87%, but a repeatable cut on every answer, measured on my own machine, is not nothing. The methodology is more honest than most things wearing 80,000 stars. One science citation is stretched past what it proves. It moves the needle. Do not expect a miracle. The thing that actually decides your bill is still which model you pick, not how caveman it talks. Genuine question for the comments, and I want the honest answer. Would you trade the readable explanation for a smaller token bill, or is the paragraph worth paying for? drop your real number. I'm Mishka. I talked to Caveman so you don't have to. Next time, I let one of these token diets run my actual channel and see what breaks.